I'm an introverted bookworm who loves BookTube, loves talking about books, loves finding friends who love books. And that's why I'm here, I think. I don't even know if anyone will watch, apart from me and my 2 dogs. But I hope you join me for a wee cup of tea. I'm having a coffee first, then I'll move on to some herbal teas. Have a wee chat and let you know why I decided to join BookTube, even if no one watches. Oh, my name's Johanna. My handle is me, my dog, books. You'll see why. It's pretty much me, my 2 dogs, Lucy and Patti, and books. Anyway, let's get into why on earth being someone that, is maybe a socially acceptable introvert, not a big fan of people, loves reading, decided to start a YouTube channel. I have no idea what I'm doing. And if only me and my dogs watch it, at least I've had a chance to chat about books. Just one of my favourite things. So I'm going to start the newbie BookTube tag. So question number 1 is, why did you start a BookTube channel? Who knows? Why am I here? Well, I love watching BookTube. I love books. I love reading. I love anything to do with books. I have a lot of Bookish tattoos. For ages, I was always like, maybe I should join BookTube. Maybe I'll find fellow booktuber friends. I mean, I do feel like I have got many that I watch regularly, and I just wanted to give it a bash. Will anyone watch? I don't know. But I thought, do you know what? If there's one thing, I might be a very anxious, introverted, tea-loving, bookworm dog mum, but I will talk to anyone about books. That's where maybe I become a slightly socially acceptable introvert. But literally, if you want to talk to me about books, I'm here. I'm here for it. So I thought, give it a go. It was kind of like a New Year goal. So let's see if this goes anywhere. I'm only here for it to talk about books and make bookish pals. So if that's you, let's be friends. Question number 2 is, what's fun or unique about this channel? I haven't figured that out yet. Me? I like to say I'm fun. Maybe a bit unique. I mean, I was geeky when it wasn't cool to be geeky. This is a tumbleweed moment. What makes me fun or unique? I feel like this is a job interview. Well, one thing is, 2 of my favourite things in life are books and my dogs. My dogs will also feature intermittently on my videos. So I thought I'd introduce you. And then the other, I'll do that in a second. And the other thing is, I just love sharing diverse books. That doesn't make me unique though. So what does make me unique? I don't know. What makes me unique? I don't know. Me, my 2 dogs, and my ability to chitter-chatter to anyone about books. Why would you watch me? I have no idea. Let me know. I'm an anxious, introverted bookworm who likes to spend more time with pets and plants than people. I don't know how unique that is though. So, who are my doggos? First up, Patti. Let me introduce Patti. She's a wire-haired dachshund, aka sausage dog, and we adopted her in July, so we've not even had her a full year yet. She's 4, and she's now BFFs with Lucy Lou over there in the background, who I'll introduce you in a minute. Patti loves murder mysteries, the odd cosy mystery, and a big literary fiction fan. Her favourite of 2023 was On the Savage Side by Tiffany McDaniel. You're very likely to see a lot of Patti and Lucy. And this here is Lucy. She's an 11-and-a-half-year-old beagle. She is the boss of us all. She's the queen, and she loves horror, particularly queer horror. Wants to dabble a little bit in extreme horror this year, and loves a bit of a dark thriller. Her favourite book of 2023 was
The Reformatory by Tanana Reeve Do. I think she needs a nap again. The next question is, she loves attention. The next question is, why do you love reading? Oh my god, like, I would want someone to tell me why they don't love reading. Like, I don't understand. They don't. Why do people not read? Why? For me, pure escapism. That's not a surprise. It's pure escapism for a lot of people. But as someone who has mental health struggles, I have an anxiety disorder. Who doesn't nowadays? It is so good for calming my brain. It's like a medicinal quieting of the chitter chatter. It's phenomenal. It takes me to places and cultures and introduces me to people I would never meet in real life. And my library is my Netflix. That's what it is. I say my library. I mean my local library. I don't actually have my own library. I have a lot of books I need to read. I'm not cool enough. I don't have that aesthetic where I have walls and walls of library and a reading nook. I wish. Maybe one day. But you don't need that. You don't need that to be a book lover or BookTube or Bookstagram, Book Talk. Reading is my mental health medicine. It's also the only way I ever relax for 30 minutes at a time. My next question is, what are your fave books? Right, I can't answer that. It's like, do you love Lucy or Patti more than each other? Depends on the day, to be honest. But I can tell you my favourite books of 2023. Might have given you a little snippet a minute ago. The first one was Ale Face by R.F. Kuang. It lived up to the hype. That was supposed to be Chef's Kisses. I don't think that worked. It lived up to the hype for me. Oh my god. R.F. Kuang's writing is just beautiful. She's satirical. Her social commentary is on point. Oh, it was packed, and it wasn't even that big. It was an average length book. It was packed full of commentary on cultural appropriation, the backstabbing world of publishing, racism, cancel culture and social media. Oh, it was just dark and twisty, and I loved it, loved it, loved it. If you've not read it, put it on your 2024 TBR. I also loved The Reformatory by Tanana Reeve Do, Lucy's fave. It's horror, but I would say it's more like real life horror than jump scare, scary creature horror in any sort of way. It's set in the 50s and 60s Florida in the Jim Crow era about a young boy who gets sent to the reformatory mainly because he's a black boy, and he's sent there for punishment for some very minor altercation with a white boy that wasn't even his fault. He gets sent there for months where he is a victim of mental and physical abuse, but also can see the ghosts of the young boys who were there before and didn't survive. It's actually inspired by true events that the author's great uncle or uncle experienced. And it's based on an old reform school. Chef's Kisses. It is a chunk of a book, but it didn't feel like it, and I loved every second of it. I will be reading more of Tanana Reeve Do immediately. And then last but not least, Patti's favourite of the year, and also mine, number one, was On the Savage Side by Tiffany McDaniel. It's literary thriller fiction, I would say. It's dark. There's amazing female protagonists. It's emotive. It's jaw-dropping. It's gut-wrenching. I'm not a big rereader of many books, but I will absolutely reread this. I read it early summer last year, and I'm still thinking about it. I've literally bought it for about 5 people already as gifts. That's the sign of a good book. So that shows the breadth of my favourite books, but knocks right into the next question, which is, what's your favourite genres? I'm a very eclectic reader, and my main aim is always to read as diversely as possible. So as I go into each year, I want to read more books by people of colour, more books by women, more books by the LGBTQIA+ community, more books about disability or by authors with disability, just anything to raise up authors and stories about marginalised groups. With that in the mix, my favourite genres are horror. Love, love, love horror. As an anxious introvert, horror is one of the best medicines for my anxious brain. Like, it's ridiculous. I think it's because it's almost like watching a horror movie is self-contained release of all the anxiety. Like, I can compartmentalize like however many pages of a book or 90 minutes of a movie of horror, and it's like, this is a safe anxious space. Works merit is not for everyone. I love thrillers, murder mystery, literary fiction, non-fiction, romance. I'm a bit selective about, only because I'm a closed door romance reader. I can't do smart because I'm like a prudish PG-13 you've got mail movie kind of romance reader. Lots of my friends love smart. I'm like, go you. I just can't. It gives me, I can't. I've tried. Give me body gore though in horror there, and I'm not sure what that says about me. I will pretty much read any sort of genre. I like to be pushed out of my comfort zone as well. So happy to try any books, but if you were to push me, horror, thriller, literary and non-fiction are my go-tos. The next question is, where do you read? Anywhere I possibly can. I will always have a book. My Kindle, my audiobook, and normally like a physical or like hardback or paperback on me at all times. I take them to work, take them on the train, take them in the car, and obviously when I'm at home I'll read anywhere, like in my bed, on the couch, in the bath. I've even taken books, maybe not a book, I took my Kindle to a wedding. I've taken my Kindle to any sort of social event, because you just never know. You never know. When did I start reading is the next question. Late primary, early secondary school, when I found my local library. Me and my library became BFFs, and it was forever giving me free books. Discovered the whole Stephen King section and the Dean Koontz section. That was my early days into the darkness of reading, in a great way. And that's where it all started. I did it when I was younger, like Judy Blume and all those kind of things, but I got into my dark era in my like 12, 13, started early. Then I hit college and university in my 20s, and I kind of fell away from reading for a bit as, you know, partied hard. And now I've just turned into, probably in the last 10 to 15 years, a sort of reclusive introvert that likes my home comforts. I'm a total homebody, and books are my besties. And I have reignited my love of books in the last 10 years, but most specifically the last 5. Literally obsessed. And last but not least, the last question is, what are you most excited for in this channel? Most excited to hopefully finish this video, figure out how to edit it, upload it, and that more than maybe me watches it. I'm excited to talk to anyone about books. If you want to talk about books, you love a wee cup of tea, and you love just like listening to people muse about books, and you want to be a friend, I'm here for that. I'm here for it. I'm most excited to find new friends in this community, because I've been watching it for years. And so I kind of am excited to try and be part of it, if I'm allowed. And figuring out how to like be a good content creator. And by good, I mean like I'm happy with it, and maybe one person finds a book that they maybe never have thought about reading and really enjoyed it because of something I've said. And here's me thinking I didn't have any things I was excited about, and then, you know, I'm on a roll. Who knows how long this video is going to be. I'm excited for being able to shout about diverse authors and holding up authors who don't get shouted about enough, or should and deserve it, and yeah, all of that jazz. That's what I'm excited for. So if you like me, you love books, you don't mind seeing the odd dog or two, and you want to chat about books, and you want to share book recs, then give me a like, maybe subscribe, and hopefully I'll be back soon with even more videos about books and anything to do with books. Just, I'm here for it. And hopefully we can be friends. Bye!